SYNTELL with the Intel, and I am here with the wildly talented STEPH. What's going on, little lady?
Hello, good to see you.
Yo, always. It's going to be tons of fun. It looks like we are going to have what could be a stand-up. This is called My Dad Caught Me Smoking. It's a stand-up comedy by Raunaq Rajani. I hope that I am saying that correctly. Go out and support Raunaq Rajani's page. And of course, support the Jaby's channel as well if you haven't already, and give us those thumbs up. Yo, that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. That being said, let's get to the good stuff. This artist is not intended to offend people. Okay, let's see.
I don't argue with old people, dude. Even with my parents now, I don't argue. If I disagree, I just agree. I'm just like, yes, Papa, you're right. It's not WhatsApp, it's WhatsApp. You WhatsApp me, I'll WhatsApp you. My dad's like, ho gaya tera joke? Should we go home? Should I call an Uber? My dad sends me only 2 things on WhatsApp. The first thing he sends me is selfies. और मेरा बाप ऐसा selfie लेता. In the middle of the day. No context, no hi, no good morning, just a picture like this. I panic, dude. I forward the picture to the doctor. Doctor's my dad's best friend. He replied with another selfie. Papa's fine. I sat my father down. I explained to him. I said, Dad, you got to stop taking selfies. It doesn't suit you. It's okay. He got angry. He said, Pagal hai kya? Ghar baithe baithe passport photo. I was like, if you put this on your passport, they will stop you at the airport for smuggling a neck.
Oh, no.
The other thing my dad sends me on WhatsApp is fake news. Do your dad send your fake news? Yes? It's a fatherly duty. If you get a message from your dad that starts with, must read.
Big facts. Yo, that is true.
That's true.
Don't read it! So, dude, sometimes I just look at like messages my dad has sent me and just stare at it. And I'm like, how the fuck was I scared of this guy?
Oh my God.
This guy could beat me up. Because I got beaten up a lot as a kid. Like once I got beaten up at a wedding. Because I did not finish the food on my plate. My mom was like, don't waste food. Respect the food. Anna ka apman nahi karte. Anna ka apman nahi karte. I was like, dude, I didn't say anything about Sunil Shetty. They don't even call it what it is. They don't call it beating up your kid. They don't call it child abuse. They call it disciplining. In India, we discipline our kids. Because you need discipline. To get a good job. So that you can afford therapy. Dude, my mom used to beat me up so much. My mom would throw like hangers at me and slippers at me. And then she used to say this. She used to say, I should be the one beating myself up. Because I gave birth to a misbehaved child.
Oh, no.
My mom thought this reverse psychology would work on me. That I would just be like, Nahi ma, aap mujhe maro. I was just like, don't just blame yourself, blame dad also. वो बैठ के TV देख रहा है. And now after beating me up, my mom wants to come say sorry. So my mom wants to say sorry. Too proud. So instead she says this. She says, it's okay now, stop crying. You're my only son. मेरा तुझ पे हक बनता है. I'm not beating up random kids on the road. And I was like, what makes you think that if you beat up random kids on the road, I would be jealous?
quick little story. So when I was a kid, right, I used to think like my pops and moms was OGs when it came to the belt. And I used to always be like, oh, is anybody getting it as bad as me? And I remember going to the bus stop one day, passing by my homeboy Jacob's house because he's the one that used to walk with me to the bus stop. And we hear all this hollering and screaming coming out of his house. So I'm wondering what's going on. It's like the door was open. This was back then in the house when they had like the big, gigantic, huge screen door that filled up the entire door. Next thing we knew, I see my boy Jacob jump through the screen door, absolutely through the screen door, hit the steps, roll down, get up, no shoes, just like shorts on. It's like 30 degrees outside. Mama right behind. Yo, she jumps on him. I'd never seen anything like this before in my life. And he's screaming, help. And we're like, keep in mind, I'm like 12 years old, maybe. Ever since that day, I was like, I think I'm all right with how my parents get down. I'm taking occasional walk.
Him through?
Yo, through all the way through and tackled him on the way out. So yeah, there's levels to the whippings. Oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, we had jokes aplenty on the bus too. You deserve that whooping, Jacob.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that? Every day at 6 p.m. my mom just gets out of the house. I'm like, Mom, kidhar ja rahe ho? No answer. I look at the window and then my mom's already reached down. She's opened the front gate and she's beating up kids. Just beating up kids. And I'm at the window like, mujhe to nahi marti aise.
Stockholm syndrome.
That is the kind of people my parents are, okay? My parents are like those conservative vegetarian types. Like they get offended if you offer them non-veg food. Like my mom has a Parsi friend. She said, you should try these delicacies. This is the dhansak. This is the sali boti. My mom said, tu sali boti. Tera baap sala bota. I was like, Mom, अन्ना का अपमान नहीं करते. It's not tu sali boti, it's aap sali boti. Dude, I wish I was one of those kids who are not scared of their parents. Like at 13, I had a friend who started smoking. And at that time, you have a friend who smokes, you're like, fuck man, look at him, he's so cool. Great future prospects. Right? But now, I wouldn't react the same way. Like if I saw a 13-year-old at a panwala, just this fucker born 15 minutes ago in a Mickey Mouse t-shirt. बहुत स्ट्रेस है यार. डोरेमोन और नोबिता का झगड़ा हो गया. Like this guy's grown up to become a chain smoker, okay? And he's struggling to quit, okay? And last time I met him, he's been clean for 6 months. I was pretty impressed. I asked him, dude, very good. How come? He looks at me and tells me, bro, there's a page on Facebook. It's called What the Fuck Facts. Us pe likha hai, if you smoke too much, bro, in the long run, your nipples will fall off.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, by any chance, did it say must read? Just look at this guy's priorities. पैकेट पे ईसोफेगस तंदूर का फोटो है. इसको निपल्स की पड़ी है. This guy is not scared of खून. He's scared of this third one. There was a point when he was trying to quit smoking where he would do this thing, put an unlit cigarette to his mouth and pretend to smoke because it tricks the brain into thinking that smoking is happening. And it looked really stupid. Like even the cigarette was like, bro, are we doing this or not? You gotta sit him down. You were like, bro, if I want to pretend to smoke, pretend to have friends also. Because pretend smoking only looks cool for kids, right? Like when we were kids, remember Phantom cigarettes? Why do they sell? They don't sell because they're tasty. They sell because kids all over the country are like, Mommy! Look what I'm doing with your money. That and Happy Fizz. Happy Fizz tastes like shit. Kids all over the country, Mama! I'm Kallu Mama! Dude, I wanted Phantom cigarettes so bad as a kid. But my mom was like, no, it's not good for your health. I was like, you're clearly watching the wrong Mukesh ad. I had to hustle for my Phantom cigarettes. I would sit in the back of the classroom and make noise. The teacher would get angry and throw chalk at me. I'd pick it up and go, got it. You can't do that to kids now, though. They don't even have chalk, they have marker pens. You throw a marker pen at a kid will pick it up and go, Mummy! My name is Kamlesh, Mummy! I was 16 the first time I smoked a cigarette. I went with a few of my experienced smoker friends. Nipples was also there. Bought me cigarettes, I'm trying to have it. But they're shouting at me. They're saying, hey, fucker, you're not smoking! You're mouth fagging! Fucker, you're not smoking, you're mouth fagging!
What is
mouth
that?
Fagging, I did not know is when you smoke till here. You have to smoke till here. If you want cancer, then do it properly. Only boys smoke till here. Men smoke till here. Legends.
So stupid.
I'm trying my best, dude. They're shouting, fucker, you're not smoking, your mouth fagging! You're not smoking, your mouth fagging! Too much pressure. But now they're trying to teach it to me with Kapal Bhati. I couldn't do it, dude. I got angry. I threw the cigarette. I walked home, just pissed off. I ring my doorbell. My dad opens the door. He was like, Do I smell cigarettes?
Oh no.
And I was like, fuck, I'm not smoking, I'm mouth fagging! My dad asked me, Sach sach bata kya hua? I said, Dad, I'll tell you the truth. I tried the cigarette. I did not like it. I threw it away. He was like, you threw it away? I said, I threw it away. He was like, अबे यार, अन्ना का अपमान नहीं करते. And he beat the fuck out of me. Random kids on the road are like, मुझे तो नहीं मारता ऐसे.
Hey, were you a timeout child, grounded child, or did you actually, have to bob and weave with the...
I definitely got in trouble a lot, but my mom's proudest stories to recount of me is I always, it must have been growing up Catholic, had serious guilt issues and what she likes to call STEPH was born with her own moral compass. Anytime she did anything bad, she knew it and she'd come to me and be like, okay, I'm gonna go ground myself for 2 hours, or depending how bad it was, I would give that amount, legitimately be the lawyer and the judge and the jury for my own trial. And my parents would be like, okay, we weren't gonna get you in trouble, but if you want to go sit on the landing for 2 hours, go off, queen. Go weirdo. But maybe I was so manipulative that I was like, I know they're gonna give me 2 weeks, but if I go and own up and give myself a week, I don't know, who knows how smart I was back then, but it seems a little fishy that I was that behaved.
Yeah, but I used to get in trouble with other people, not so much with my parents, because my parents were for real. Like I said, it is no joke. But with other people, I used to always get caught doing dumb stuff with other people, teachers and anything else, and then it's that whole, I'm gonna call your mom, and I'm gonna call your...
Yeah.
I'm
no, I'm
please,
sorry.
anything in there, just listen, just beat me now, just hit me with a wrench, just don't tell my dad.
Yeah. I didn't play with my parents either.
Yeah.
If you have spicy parents, you don't play.
No.
Nope. People would tell their parents to shut up. I'd be like, what?
Oh.
I would have been dead, like in a coffin.
Facts.
Done.
I grew up in a neighborhood, and also during a time period, our neighborhood was really family oriented per se. Other folks could like whoop you if you was out of line. You know, it's like,
Really?
yeah. You know, if you was at Miss Johnson's house acting a fool, you know, she tap, 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 and then call your mama and be like, yeah, SYNTELL was acting a fool. I tapped him up a little bit, and I'm gonna send him to you so you can close it out. And they be like closing the deals. It was almost like a game for the parents. They'd be like, yeah, I whoop him, I whoop her. Oh yeah, just last week Johnny got it. So it was like discipline was like a really big deal in my neighborhood.
No. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. No matter what country you're in, like I felt a lot of his stand up where like parents were like, I get to do this. I'm not thankful. Like I'm not jealous that you're not yelling at other kids.
Here's the real question. Your family members, are they tech savvy? And if so, give me an instance regarding either texting and or selfieing where they've been like, oh, I can't come from the same gene line that y'all do.
My parents literally FaceTime like this. And I'm like, I hear you. I see everything. I see like your mustache hairs growing back. Like, jeez, that's what they're the worst at. Like, they cannot understand FaceTiming. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm right here. Why? Like, pull back the phone.
Just like they can't do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
Dewey,
yeah.
you don't ever look at the screen to see where
Yeah.
you fit in the thing. You're like, nah,
Yeah.
I just talk.
No. What
Yeah.
about you?
My pops, he discovered YouTube. He'd never listened to the radio again. But the problem with that is that there's a share function on YouTube in music. When it was at his worst, I'd get probably about 10 songs a day. And then he would sit there and then he would like verify it. Or he'd see like, did you listen to it? Did you hear the third verse? Like,
Not the verify.
I'm like, I can't do this, Dad. I love you to death, but I can't listen to every. It's the most obscure songs from like the 40s or the 50s or whatever it is. So yeah, that's my fault.
That's funny. Verify is my favorite part. You get that?
Did you get it?
Yes.
Thank you so much for getting us with this. Like I said before, please support Raunaq Rajani on his YouTube page, and of course, subscribe to Jaby's channel as well. What are you doing? You haven't subscribed. You know, you can sit here and watch me and Steph chop it up. Tons of fun. Yo, in case I didn't say it before, yo, Steph's SABRAW, everybody.
Hey,
Yes.
appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yo, and that being said, we will catch you on the next one.